What's up, this is Nak3d Eli, the mostly unclothed gamer, bringing you a legendary speedrun guide for Great Journey. This is the final mission in Halo 2, one of the funnest missions to speedrun because of the really cool tricks and despawns that we can pull off, and because we get to bring the Spectre into the final boss fight. More on that shortly. We're going to start off with our camo and walk over to the two brute ghosts that are coming our way, hijack one of the ghosts, and head on over to the parked Scarab up here. Now we're going to do a crispy despawn so that we don't have to fight any of these enemies in our path. We're basically going to move forward, do a little loop around this right rock structure, and then I have no idea how this works, but for some reason when we go all the way back past where we came from, it will despawn all of these enemies in this area, and then we can just turn around and head inside the building. So pretty cool trick, very easy to pull off, very minimal risk for death. Right here you want to cross where those little fungus looking things on the wall are, and then do a little turnaround and everything should despawn. Now I want to mention that on the part coming up, you can get out of your ghost at this door and walk everything that I'm about to show you, and I'll try to articulate how that is different than the ghost path. So starting off, my ghost driving in hallways is pretty atrocious. You can definitely cut off a few seconds here by having fast driving. You need to go through that door really quickly, and this door even faster, so that you don't get brute shotted to hell. The ghost is run on Vista physics in this game, so it's really wonky. Activate your camo, use the jump button to lift the nose of the ghost, and hop right on over. A slight left will take you onto that left rock structure, and then you can normally get back on the map. Otherwise, you can just jump it regularly by activating your camo last minute and then hopping over. It's a really delayed crouch jump as you jump over onto that rock structure, and then you would jump immediately to the other side, stick the brutes, and then run into this area. Now here we're going to, our top priority is to take out the beam rifle jackal, followed by the rest of the jackals on the ground, so that here when we activate our camo, they're not shooting at us, because as soon as you get shot, your camo disappears. So it's really important to clear all those jackals. Moving on through, we're going to take our trash can ghost through these doors. The ghost saves you like 20 to 30 seconds depending on your driving, because you don't have to walk the entire route. We're going to get out. You can either shoot the ghost at that door or just snipe the holding container button for the hunters, whatever it is. Now here, this was really goofy. This guy normally does not charge you, but I realize it's because he wanted to get in our ghost. So I just punched him, got him out, shot him with the ghost, and then since 3 brutes were dead in that room from the hunters, plus the 2 that I killed, the door's open and you can just ghost on through. Now here we're going to ram into that brute, and that will weaken him significantly so that a few shots will kill him, and then we're going to ghost from a distance the rest of the enemies from a point where they don't really shoot at us. Then you get out of the ghost to try and activate the Scarab. Sometimes it takes a few seconds, and we want to look on the ground for a plasma grenade, making sure we have at least 1 plasma going into the final boss fight. I'll explain why when that moment comes up. Now we're going to do another deload. The way this works is you turn around. You can only do this on foot for some reason, not in a ghost. I think when you get in the ghost, it activates the Scarab. And by not getting in a ghost, or any vehicle for that matter, you're able to despawn the 3 wraiths that you normally have to kill to get the Scarab to start moving again. So as you'll see when I'm turning this corner, the wraith will be parked right there. There's no driver in it, and it's just chilling. This is always faster than trying to kill the wraiths, because the Scarab starts moving as soon as you exit the loading zone, so it's really crispy. Now here, this is the Spectre that we parked from the beginning of the mission. We want to activate our camo, then jump into the ghost. If you activate camo and then hop in any vehicle, the enemies do not detect you, so that's the beauty of using that trick. Now here, again, this is the Halo 2 Vista engine that was incorporated in this game. It makes the vehicles do all sorts of wonky stuff. You'll also see this coming up right here on the right. Check out this wraith that decides to do a sweet little backflip, and the hunter is sitting there derping on top. So let me show you, if you've never seen this before, this is the way that we get the Spectre into the final boss fight. It is definitely harder to do than just bringing in a Banshee. So you could take a Banshee, shoot off one of the wings, and then fly the Banshee in through the front door over this little arch, and then fly past the room with all the brutes to get the Banshee into the final boss room. But this method is way cooler and way faster, so I'm showing it off. So we're going to start off heading to this area. You want to do this in classic graphics, otherwise it looks like you're just floating on air sometimes and you can't see the geography that you want to grip with the Spectre. You want to be fast here so that you can get to the point where we're going before the Scarab shoots down the door. So you have a little bit of leeway in screwing up, as you'll see towards the end when I actually hit all of the jumps and things that we have to do. So we're going to loop around here, and then I like to come down this slope. And from here you have to hit this at a top forward angle, sort of a little angle down. Again, you need to hold down the jump button to lift the nose on the Ghost. That helps us with any trick you pull off with a vehicle. Hold down the jump button and that will make landing wherever you want to go much easier. Now here we can just slowly take our time down here. Now this is especially important. If you don't hold down the jump button while you're boosting forward there, you will fall down, die, and have to redo this whole section. But as long as you're holding down the jump button, you should make it just fine. Now the Scarab will make its way over to where we're going. You'll see that this entire time period where I'm here just chilling is the window of time that you have to get the Spectre to this point. And I was obviously streaming, as you can see the broadcasting on the bottom. This is streaming via Xbox One, and I was capturing via my Blackmagic at the same time so that it captures exactly what I'm seeing on my monitor, and I can capture directly rather than through stream, so it's higher quality. And the stream was telling me, like, look at the Scarab when Johnson says knock knock. And so that's when he's about to shoot. Supposedly, and this seems to be verified, I just don't know how to pull it off like timing wise yet. If you look at the Scarab, then it will only shoot 2 blasts and lead you into the cutscene. Whereas if you don't look at it, it takes 4 to 5 blasts, and that wastes a lot of time. We're talking 10 to 15 seconds. And so I thought that when the second blast started hitting, or left the Scarab's face, that I was okay to go, but it turns out that there were a couple more blasts, so I lost a little bit of time here. And now you want to sit, you switch to classic mode, sit on this white pattern thing, and then as soon as you see the cutscene activate, you can actually do this about 5 seconds before I do it, but just for safety, you wait till you see Delusions and Grandeur. As soon as the tip, the nose of that vehicle starts to fall, you drop immediately. And then if you pull the timing off right, then your Spectre is now in the final boss room. And we're going to pull off one of my favorite tricks in all of Halo. We're going to clone Johnson and take this fight into our own hands. So first things first, you want to make sure that the elites don't get in your vehicle. These guys got in my vehicle and Johnson was being frustrating, not getting in, so that wasted some time as well. There's a lot of RNG here on how quickly Johnson gets in your Spectre and then how quickly he clones. So for example, the world record on this mission is 8:52, and if he had gotten in quicker and I had pulled off a few of the tricks and maybe had a cleaner ghost route, definitely would have gotten the world record in this run. But we missed it by a few seconds. It's okay. So now you see that I have Johnson and the Spectre. The game realizes, hey, we need a Johnson to kill Tartarus. Let's spawn another one. And so you can also move the Spectre around and make them do funny little dances, which is always a good time. And you can just go in with 2 Johnsons, but I find that the third one usually spawns pretty quickly, and I like to have 3. So now you come here, you charge, head the Spectre over in this direction, get out, and then stick the vehicle and get out of the way as fast as possible. What this will do is cause 3 or more Johnsons to, you can have like a ton of Johnsons in here. I don't know the limit actually. And then if Tartarus is over here, you can actually safely come up here and just shoot at him from the top. Usually he's in the middle and you'll have to do it from the bottom behind one of the walls. And when the brutes come in to kill you from the side, there's always brute reinforcements about 20-30 seconds in. Then you want to hide from them and just continuously shoot at Tartarus. And he should die relatively quickly. This is much, much faster and way more fun than if you don't clone the Johnsons. So I highly recommend you try to pull off this strategy, try to nail the Spectre out, and that gives us a great journey speedrun in roughly 9 minutes and 15 seconds on Legendary. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bittersweet ending to Halo 2 Anniversary. Next up are my Halo 3 guides, where I'll show you some new strategies since we can actually shoot. If you guys know, I did the whole game 0 shot a long time ago, and I can show you some easier strats for getting through with shooting. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the Halo 2 guides. Next up, Halo 3. I'll see you then. Peace.